Good afternoon, boys and girls at South Ripley Elementary School. It's Mr. B here. It has been a long time since we last connected with one of our fireside stories. I have a super exciting one to kick off Read Across America Week this week. It has been donated by one of our special friends and special teachers, Mrs. Miller. So thank you, Mrs. Miller, and her class for letting Mr. B use this book today. All right? This one is called, it's an old classic. I have to be upfront with everybody. I didn't know about this book until a couple teachers were telling me about it. I always grew up loving Dr. Seuss, but I never knew about this one. There's a Wocket in my pocket. Did you ever have the feeling that there's a wasket in your basket? Or a Nero in your bureau? Or a was-it in your closet? Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a jertin in the curtain. Sometimes I have the feeling there's a zlock behind the clock. And that Zelf up on the shelf, I have talked to him myself. That's the kind of house I live in. There's a nink in the sink and a zamp in the lamp, and they're rather nice, I think. Some of them are very friendly, like the yacht in the pot. But that yottle in the bottle, some are friendly, some are not. I like the Zabel on the table and the Gare on the chair, but that Bova on the sofa, well, I wish he wasn't there. All those nubbards in the cupboards, they're good fun to have about. But that noothgrush on my toothbrush, him I could do without. The only one I'm really scared of is that bug under the rug. And that Quimney up the chimney, I don't like him. Not at all. And it makes me sort of nervous when the Zal scoots down the hall. But the Yeps on the steps, they're great fun to have around, and so are many, many other friends that I have found. Like the Teller and the Neller and the Geller and the Deller and the Beller and the Weller and the Zeller in the cellar. And the Geeling on the ceiling. And the Zower in my shower. And the Zillow on my pillow. I don't care if you believe it. That's the kind of house I live in. And I hope we never leave it. So boys and girls, that was Dr. Seuss's There's a Wocket in My Pocket. And remember, the only limit is your own imagination. Reach for the stars, South Ripley.